I'm excited. How excited are you guys to be back? This is a fight y'all wanted to watch anyway, so now they get to watch me and Jake go out there and make this shit official. Last time, you know, it was some doubt. There was some doubt on his fan side and my fan side, and now we get to go out there and get it on.
Tyron, you're stepping in on late notice.
This ain't late notice. This late notice to y'all. This is late notice to them. This is destiny to me. I've already been ready. So you'll see Saturday. You're gonna be the one huffing and puffing and running again.
How important is like manifesting these times? You know, for a while you felt like this was happening. How important is it?
It's been some times in my Strikeforce and UFC career where I had some big fights that came up, and they said, Tyron, can you step in and fill in this for the fight? And I was out of shape, and I wasn't ready, and I was sitting back and eating fucking greasy late night munchie food. But this time I was ready. I was excited. You know, Nikisa, I don't know where he at, but he'll tell you he couldn't even finish the sentence before I was in. So I'm excited. I'm excited for my team. They like instant oatmeal. When I called my coach, without even a shadow of doubt, with no card on the, no fight card on the books, he was in St. Louis. We were training. He didn't ask no questions.
Oh,
cool. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it.
Now with obviously the fight, you had Floyd assistant in the last fight. Floyd, did you reach out and talk?
Yeah, I mean Floyd is a busy dude, man. I don't need him in the gym with me every single day. You know, GT is training him. So if he's qualified to train the best boxer of all time, I think that makes him qualified. So let's start putting some respect on GT name. Gerald Tucker's one of the best trainers out there. Trained myself. He's training Clarissa Shields now. Javante Davis is training them. Adrian Broner. So his attention to detail, his ability to understand boxing and understand you and learn you as a fighter, not just about your skills and what power punches you can throw, but what makes you tick, what gets you motivated, and also what distracts you, and trying to minimize those things where you can clearly think about the fight. So I'm really blessed and I'm thankful to have him in my corner. Like I said before, we've been training since the end of September, you know, so this ain't nothing new, you know, and our relationship is better, and the things that would have gotten me the victory, even without no knockdown, no 10-8 rounds, that would have gotten me in the victory in the last fight, we've already been working those things before they even asked me about the fight.
You got the tattoo on your finger.
Yeah.
How much of a motivation is that, looking at it every single day, to walk Jake Paul's ass?
I mean, it's not really a motivator. It's a part of the story. Like, I watch some of my peers walk around with some dumbass shit tattooed on their face that they gotta live with till they're 80 years old. So for me, it's like, it's just a reminder of what we did, what we created. I never looked at the fight until about a week ago when All Access was coming in and just shoot the All Access shit, and I never saw how many people was there. I never saw how crazy and how electric the fucking arena was, and this is a part of the story. So at the end of the day, it's almost gone, by the way. So I don't have to look at it too much longer, and when I go out there and knock his ass out on Saturday, I'm not even gonna show about the tattoo.
When did you think this fight was going to happen?
You know, at first it was just a conversation about clearing up the no knockout clause, because, you know, a lot of people was saying there was a no knockout clause, and everybody was wondering about, was his fights rigged, and he himself and his management team didn't want his credibility if he was actually in real fights and just happened to win those fights. So I didn't feel the need to fucking go and clear the record straight. So that was the original call, and then it was some scares of COVID, it was some scares of the new variant. It was all these different things that happened. And finally, it was like, are you ready? Are you in shape? We're here. We hear you supposed to be fighting. Like, what you want, man? Is this motherfucker fighting or not? If he ain't, I'm in. So they didn't have to look at a second option. I was a dude.
Now, would a trilogy be a thing?
You're gonna see a trilogy. You're gonna see him get knocked out. Like, I didn't think he was gonna take the fight again. I thought he was gonna walk away and like, oh, I won, and you know, he just kind of walk away that way. But you know, he did accept the fight. So I never disrespected Jake as an athlete or as a power puncher. I've verbally given him that respect ever since day one. So for him taking a fight against me, and a fight I thought he lost the first time, and somebody that's hungry or angry and got something to score, and he wants to take that fight, you got to give him a little bit of respect. If he gets knocked out, when he gets knocked out, when he loses on Saturday, you don't think he's gonna want to run that back? This is the biggest fight of the year. Like, we took over 2021 when you really think about it. There's been a lot of fights, there's been a lot of people, but nobody has gotten the buzz that this fight. This is not the YouTuber versus MMA fight. This is, I don't fucking like you, you don't fucking like me. You've already seen the fight, it's already sold. You watched it. We don't have to woo you over. You saw what happened. Now we both are getting better. Now we both got something to prove.
Does he have to get the tattoo?
I don't give a, he a child, man. He's probably gonna do some betting. I'm ready for the little bets and shit he might try to cast tomorrow. But I don't worry about that. Like, he gonna get my fist tattooed across his forehead. You know,
Tyron, I want to ask you about Frank Gore.
Yeah,
Bit, right?
Frank Gore's a beast.
Ago,
you know, I talked to Frank. Me and Frank, we talk more about mental strategy because he was an elite athlete in football, one of the best running backs of all time. And he's a very humble, down-to-earth guy for what he's done in the sport of football. But we talk about getting ready, talk about jitters, talk about sparring, talk about different things. But I let him know it's okay. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be scared. As men, we gotta quit thinking we can't cry, that we can't be afraid, that we gotta be, you know, this overly masculine person. They're real things. Now, how do we use it? How do we dictate it? So I kind of talk to him about strategy and stuff that I learned from my sports psychologist. And I reminded him, I said, I'm built like a running back. Most people look at me, they think I'm probably like an NFL running back. And I said, that's why I run through a motherfucking face, like Marshawn Lynch said, with a punch. You possess that same ability. So believe in your training, believe in yourself, believe in your coaching, and also just think about what got you to the top, where you had to become yourself and everybody else. And he did that for a while. That's the same mindset you go into this fight with. So I think he's ready. We dapped up a minute ago. I'm always rooting for my dog, so shout out to Frank Gore.
What's your prediction for that?
Knockout. For Frank Gore, knockout. I think the nerves, his first fight, and sometimes people have power that they don't understand. He does. He probably punched people and he's probably think he's going lighter than what he did. And guys like, ease up. Those are guys in sparring, so I think he's gonna win by knockout.
What does a win mean to you on Saturday?
Man, this is a movie to me. You know, it's just another chapter of the book. I go on, I win this fight, and then shit, we celebrate a little bit, but then we right back to it. Right back to training. My coach, we already got the plan. I'm back in Miami right after this.
Tyron, what was your initial reaction when you heard the Tommy Fury fight was on and the rematch was?
I mean, when was that fight really on? Like who really gave a fuck about that fight? I didn't. I mean, did you go crazy about this last fight? I don't remember nobody talking about Tommy Fury fighting. Who did he fight? The MMA guy from Body Shop. Anthony. Sorry, not to disrespect him, but he was a quote-unquote MMA fighter that he's supposed to make light work of, and nobody spoke about that fight. I didn't hear one of you guys report on it. So now you're talking about the fight that people want to see, the real beef, the real drama. I see his coaches over there looking. They better look, but they can't stop it. So.
And what did you think about Jake Paul when he didn't voluntarily give you a rematch?
I mean, he capped. All this is about a look. A look is something that you want people to see and believe. I'm me. This is me. He'll tell you, called me the other day, I'm not talking any differently than I was the other day. I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna go to the grocery store, I'm gonna go to eat. When I wake up from my nap, I'm gonna say the same shit. He wants to present this product to you and wants you guys to buy into it. I don't give a fuck, and I'm trying to knock his head off.
Hey, Tyron, I know I saw earlier talking about when he's out quote-unquote round. He was saying that you couldn't over here right now because your shoulders were pretty jacked up, like it was Damian Maia fight. Is it better now?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say it was messed up from the Damian Maia fight. It was messed up from punching Jake Paul in the head. And I'm pretty sure he was sore. It's bumps and bruises that we get into when we boxing or doing combat sports in general. And most fighters don't speak on it. I'm not gonna go around and act like I was so injured I couldn't do my job. You know, to be honest, for everybody wanting to hear the whole rope thing, you see how that rope is right there where I can lean my shoulders across that? That wasn't the fucking case in Tampa. The rope was right here at the back of my damn head. Cleveland, sorry. And me and my coach, we went into the ring the morning. I always do it. Every morning of the fight, I go into the ring and we go in there and we feel it. We want to feel the atmosphere. And I imagine that place being packed and people cheering, people booing, people throwing tomatoes and lettuce at me, people grabbing my shoes, pushing me. I imagine the most chaotic thing, and I walk and I do the walk and I get in there and I mimic a fight. I did that. When I did that, I'm like, why is these ropes so fucking high? And then the guy was like, oh, we fought. He named off all these different fights that they did with the same type of ring. And then my coach grabbed the second and third rope. He said, these ropes are fucking loose. Look at them, right? So he tightened those ropes up. And he was like, hey, look, are these ropes to your liking now? And that was the last thing we saw and heard over the ring. Go back and watch the fight. When you watch the fight, put it in slow motion. When I hit Jake Paul, had that second and third rope not been tightened up on our request, I sprung him back towards me. So when I did that, I was punching, trying to knock him through the fucking ropes. and he caught me right here where I punched behind his back, and it kind of took my arm out, took my shoulder out. So at that time, then I did this razzle-dazzle pop left hand, and I said, you know what, Tyron, walk him down, make him swing. He hasn't knocked you out. Yeah, he hit me with some shit the last time. He didn't knock you out. Walk him down, get in his face, make him punch, make him miss, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him, and just punish him. And that's all I kept doing. So I'm not making any excuses for it. I'm not saying I could have did something different if this. It is what it is. Now we get to do it again.
Tyron, after the first fight, there was
Appreciate it, guys.
there was a report that there was a 500.
You hogging the interview too, my man. All these other motherfuckers want to ask questions too.
What do you think about Tampa being a venue for a boxing event? What are your thoughts?
I fuck with Tampa. I like it. I like it. Cool. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.